What's up, wave makers? It's Mommy Tsunami here. We have a doozy. Oh, I guess I should address, yes, we're in my bedroom. My husband's working from home and I don't want to bug him. So I'm in here. It's much quieter as well. And I get to be in front of a window, natural light. You know, it's nice. It's kind of nice. I could get used to this. I got my Kit Boga shirt because, you know, it's important to support your favorite creators. And with that said, today's small business shout out is Changing Season Scrubs. She sent me, oh my gosh, 5 different body scrubs. I know I'm holding 4, but that's because the 5th one is in my bathroom. I used it today. Smells good. I'm soft as a baby's butt. It's wonderful. Okay, the girl who sent me this, her name is Brianna. I will link her Etsy store down below if you're interested in body scrubs. Also, she made an Etsy coupon specifically for you guys. So you enter Savannah10 at checkout and you can get 10% off of 2 or more items from her Etsy store. And just to be extremely clear, this isn't like an affiliate code like traditionally would, you know, like I'm not getting paid if you use that code. It's literally just because she's like, thank you for sharing my stuff. Now if anyone wants to buy stuff, they get 10% off. So I think that's really cool. She has a bazillion different, I was about to say flavors, please don't eat these, scents and things like that, and they all smell amazing. And yeah, so check out Changing Season Scrubs. She's one of us, and as always, I think it's really important to support creators in more ways than one, you know, not just YouTube creators, maybe even body scrub creators. Also, I'm wearing this bracelet. Someone made this for me. It says Mommy Tsunami on it. I had it sitting on my bed frame and like I found it today and I was like, who made this? I didn't even write down who made it or anything. I don't know, but you know who you are. Thank you for this cute little Mommy Tsunami bracelet. I think it's so cute. Support small businesses. Support one of us if you want some body scrubs. Link is in the description below along with that coupon code. Okay, so let's, oh my God. Come here, Lappy Top. Today, we are diving into a brand new MLM. The information that they provide on their website is extremely disorganized. It's hard to sift through. I found out about this because of one of you guys actually, and at this point the DM is just lost. It was like a month ago. I have no idea who sent it to me, but I do remember the conversation. I think they said it was their aunt or something who was like posting about this new MLM and they were like, have you heard of this? I'm like, no. Damn, it goes a lot deeper than I thought it did. But during this time, when I was messaging one of you guys on Instagram about it, it was still in pre-launch, but it seems as though they delayed their actual launch because of COVID and stuff like that. Presumably, they're still planning on having a launch, but with all the stuff that I kind of dug up, I'd be surprised if it actually does go anywhere. But hey, that's why we spread this information when we get it. So hopefully, you know, she's not able to scam a bunch of people. We'll get into that. With this still being kind of like in a weird pre-launch stage because of the pandemic, we don't have like a ton of information, but I'm here to present to you what I do have. Because when I say that there's an MLM for everything, I mean that there's an MLM for everything. Welcome to the magical world of Paradise Paintings. Paradise Paintings is an MLM that sells diamond paintings. Now, if you don't know what diamond paintings are, it's basically like a cross between paint by numbers and like mosaic tiling, kind of like you're putting little color-coded gems in spots and then it makes a bigger picture. Stuff that you would see like your Aunt Karen posting on Facebook, you know, being like, look what I did. So the only reference that I was able to pull up for a lot of the information I got was from a few Facebook pages and groups that were popping up during the pre-launch of this. There's like a few distributors who have gotten in at the ground floor. And I have to say a huge thank you to a wonderful group of ladies that I found on Facebook who really helped me out here. I ended up messaging a few sellers and one of them responded to me, so I'll get into that. And then Rissa, who's one of these girls, and she like hooked me up with these other girls and they're like, we know all this stuff about Paradise Paintings, here's the dirt. So thank you so much, you guys. I know I already plugged a small business, but Rissa also has a small business. It's really cute custom jewelry, so again, I'll also leave that in the description. I obviously don't own any of it, so I can't be like, it's great, I can't review it, but I mean, I'd wear it. Looking at the pictures of stuff on her shop, yeah, it's cute. She makes some cute stuff, so check her out. From what I can tell, Paradise Paintings started in March of 2020. So through Rissa, I was able to find out that Paradise Paintings was started by a woman named Stacy Delgado, and damn, she's got a history. I found her on LinkedIn, and it looks like she has First of all, a history of being a blackjack dealer in Ohio, which I'm like, that sounds like a cool job. Like, why would you need to do anything else? It wasn't enough for her, because back in 2015, she started her own corporation, and I put that in quotes because it just, listen. She called it Paradise Fashions Incorporated, which looks like a parent company for her paparazzi jewelry business. Are we surprised? No. The woman who started this company is a hun. Also, under this corporation, she made her own MLM that she called Mystique Body, whose website is not working at all, but her Facebook page is up, and she last updated it just a few months ago, back in April. So I don't know if she's still trying to do something with it, whatever, but anyway, this is an MLM for temporary tattoos. No, I'm not kidding. Like, you can't make this shit up. Look at this promotional material. So professional. So well made. And this picture totally isn't a real tattoo that she's trying to pass off as a product that she sells, because, well, here's the other product sample picture she posted. Anyway, she has a post talking about the business opportunity where you get 45% commission on your personal sales. Okay, wonder where we've heard that before. It's almost as if she stole the sales structure for her own MLM from another one. Anyway, 50% for every consultant that you personally sponsor, so you get a higher percentage for recruiting than you do selling, almost as if you make more money recruiting than you actually do selling the product. Anyway, let's get into some business specifics here. So with Paradise Paintings, they call their distributors islanders. It seems as though there's a free sign-up option called the free Makana, where you get access to the back office and an instant 50% discount. This is crazy to me because, duh, everyone's gonna sign up to be a distributor if you immediately get 50% off without having to pay anything. And then at that point, what is the purpose of even having retail prices? If you can just sign up for free, why would you pay 50% more? This does get confusing though, because the same pages who posted the previous graphic that I just showed you also shared this graphic, which claims you must buy a starter kit to sign up. They say if you do this, you get founder perks, which I can't find a definition for anywhere, but it seems as though they were only available to people who signed up before April 11th, 2020, and the seller that I ended up messaging that we'll talk about later confirmed that, so they are not giving out founder perks anymore, even though they're still in the pre-launch phase, or they reverted back to it. But yeah, I don't even know what the founder perks are. Can't find it anywhere. You also need to have someone's referral ID to sign up, but it looks like you can buy off of their website without one. There's an option to input it, but it doesn't look like it's required. This is kind of messed up. Like, it looks like you could refer someone to buy, but if they don't fill out the referral field, you're not gonna get your 50% commission. Seems like another incentive to get people to just sign up as distributors, aka another incentive to recruit. These startup kits range from $15 to $100, which is really low for an MLM starter kit. No matter how it ends up working, the initial investment to become an islander seems quite low. Their most expensive starter kit includes one large painting, one medium painting, one small painting, a keychain, a bookmark, the instant 50% discount, and whatever the founder status and perks were. Their website also claims that along with the 50% discount, you also get 50% commission on personal sales. Damn, okay, so that's a high commission. However, if everyone can sign up to get an immediate 50% discount, who's gonna pay the retail, you know? I guess in that case, you'd just be signing up a new team member. Either that, or you could keep a physical inventory and go to craft fairs or something and sell for retail price. Here's an example of a Facebook post of someone ordering bulk inventory from them as of June 9th. They also say that you'll receive a 25% Tier 1 team bonus. So does that mean you're making a 25% commission off of your downlines purchases? Also, one Facebook page claims that their compensation plan extends 10 levels deep. None of this is specified in any of the information presented on their website or on any of these Facebook pages. However, I did some sleuthing. And by sleuthing, I mean I slithered into one of the Hun's DMs and I said I was interested in the business opportunity, but I didn't want to sign up until I knew what I was signing up for, and I needed to know exactly what the compensation plan was, and she's just sent it to me. She sent me an Excel worksheet of their compensation plan. Did I totally lie and swindle her? Yes, I did. But it's all in the pursuit of knowledge, so I don't feel bad. She also tried to recruit me after she herself said that she doesn't feel right trying to sell the product while things are still up in the air with the company. Even though she said that she is still owed commissions from sales that she's made, but she felt okay trying to recruit me to her team. No, that's not right. Anyway, so the compensation plan, here it is in all of its glory. It was sent to me in a read-only format, so I couldn't have altered this even if I wanted to. Looks like there's 11 levels. Each level receives 50% commission across the board. Every level is also eligible for the Big Show rebate, which is a 10% rebate added to the sales commission when a consultant orders $2,000 or more in products in a single order. This excludes business tools and business building materials. So here we go. It's an incentive to keep physical inventory. They'll just give you 10% back in your commission check, it sounds like. So when we're presented with stuff like this, I always like to remind my audience of the 70% rule when we talk about figures like these. The rule was established during the 1979 Amway rulings, which basically says that if you are holding a physical inventory with one of these companies, 70% of what is bought in a given month has to have been resold. So you can't be sitting on top of a mountain of diamond paintings that haven't sold for 6 months. No, my friend. That is when you get into pyramid scheme territory. Now, the 70% rule is not well enforced at all within MLMs, but the fact remains that it still is a rule and it should be followed. So if you've ever found yourself within any MLM holding onto an inventory that's not selling, that should be reported to the FTC. Okay, so to rank up to the second level, you must have personally recruited one person underneath you. Many MLMs don't make recruitment a requirement until some of the further out ranks. Definitely you don't see it often in the first rank advancement, but this one does. You also must have made $250 in personal sales, although it doesn't say in what time period those sales have to be made. It may be lifetime, I don't know, but it looks like there's no requirement for how many sales your team is also making under you until you get to the fourth level, Molokai, where your personal volume has to be at least $750, but your cumulative team volume has to be $1,500. This is also assuming that your personal sales contribute to this number, which in most MLMs it does. It looks like that 25% tier 1 bonus that we mentioned earlier means that you will make 25% off of your personally sponsored Islanders personal volume, and the plan pays 10 levels deep at different percentages based on your rank. And that's it. That's all the information we have on their compensation plan. They boast on their website that this plan is unique and that no one else has a plan like this, but girl, they're the same. Every MLM is the same with a few slight variable changes. This is a typical MLM compensation plan. One of these Facebook groups also says that you will never lose your rank, which is something we don't see often in MLMs. This source also says that there's no monthly quotas, but then it says to remain active, you have to have at least one sale, either personal or from a customer, in a 3-month period. Other Facebook pages say that's a 6-month requirement. According to their terms and conditions, it's a 90-day period. So I don't know where all these people are getting the whole 6-month thing, whatever. Okay, so there's no monthly quotas, but there is a quota that has to be met every 3 months. Got it. Okay, so this seems easy enough though, considering the cheapest painting you can get with your 50% discount is only $7.50. So if you don't make any sales at all, you could at least buy 4 tiny paintings per year for 30 bucks. Potentially a very low long-term investment. One of the screenshots that was provided to me by Rissa was a DM conversation with one of Paradise Painting's victims. It's an interesting look into recruiting. She says that there isn't a mandatory upfront purchase to join, but they push that you would not make money if you took the free sign-up route. So she was pressured into buying a kit at sign-up, and this kit was marketed to her as products to resell and keep the retail profit and try to convince others into ordering. It's not uncommon for MLMs to market their starter kits this way. But anyway, the victim says she bought the more expensive kit thinking she could show off all the products. We'll get into that in a minute here. She also bought some products for herself, but she has yet to receive any of it. She says Stacy's group had about 1,300 people in it at one point, and she used that group to persuade people into recruiting. And hey, while we're on the topic of sketchy shit that Stacy has done while attempting to run this business, here's some screenshots of a DM conversation someone had with her. They placed a $24 order with Paradise Paintings that they never received, so she filed a dispute with PayPal to try to get her money back. Stacy then threatened her with legal action if she did not withdraw the dispute. First of all, I doubt that Stacy has any any corporate attorneys at her every beck and call, especially not for a $24 transaction. She also says she won't refund her money at all while the dispute is still open, and that she can get her refund once she receives her order, and then she can send it back to Stacy. After this, Stacy says that once she receives this woman's order, she will not ship it to the customer until she withdraws the dispute before swiftly leaving the chat. Gross behavior. Not something that a business person or business owner in general should be saying to their customers. You should not be threatening your customers. Moving on to their products, I've noticed a few weird things. First of all, this graphic is one I found on one of these Facebook pages that explains the pricing of the diamond paintings. They range between $15 and $200 retail, obviously half off for Islanders. However, if you were to go order one of these products off of their website, the sizes that come in the drop-down menu only come in small, medium, and large. The size of the canvas isn't listed anywhere on their ordering page. So I guess in order to know what size you're actually getting, you have to refer back to the first graphic, which by the way is not listed on their website for customer reference anywhere. So this must be something from their back office. So for example, I'm using this gold mermaid painting. The size small runs for $40, but if we refer to the chart, there is no $40 option. It does say that sizes between will have prices adjusted accordingly, but that still doesn't give us an answer to how big the canvas is. We can guess that the dimensions are between 16 and 20 inches, but why are you making your customers guess? I feel like this should be something that's on their website, right? I would assume with diamond paintings, once you're done with them, people might like to buy a frame for them or something like that. It seems like it should be information that's necessary when you're selling these. Okay, and second of all, look at the picture of this gold mermaid painting. It literally is like a real painting on a canvas. A diamond painting would not come out looking this detailed. It'd be a big sparkly pixelated mosaic mess. I feel like this would be okay to present this way if it were accompanied by another picture of what the finished diamond painting will actually look like. This might be standard in diamond painting world. This is not my world. I have no idea how these things are usually marketed. It just seems a little misleading to me. One Facebook page also posted this claim that Disney characters will be involved, which I don't know how a brand new company came up with the funds to be able to get distribution rights to frickin' Disney. Although Disney has also partnered with multiple MLMs, so I wouldn't put it past them. However, they're like well-established MLMs, you know? Paradise Paintings clearly is not even close to being well established. So are they stealing art? Do they have the right to distribute the art that they are? It's just something to consider, but I cannot confirm or deny these suspicions. It's just sketchy to me. Not that any of this matters though, since their website very boldly states that shipping is a noun because of COVID. I found two ways to sign up with Paradise Paintings. One is through this small form on their website, and another is through another website called Post Affiliate Pro, which seems to be a website that helps companies manage affiliate programs. Not necessarily MLMs. It might be like where Islanders go to access the back office, because they have affiliate login links and stuff on the website. Despite the Paradise Paintings website being clearly an MLM, and the Post Affiliate site being more of an affiliate marketing system, both sites boast the same information. Signing up with Post Affiliate Pro still says that you can build teams and receive bonuses off of that, as well as regular commissions, so I don't believe that either of these methods for signing up are necessarily different. However, the form to sign up on the Post Affiliate Pro website is much longer and you need to enter more information that way, but you agree to the same terms and conditions on either site. So let's go through those terms and conditions, shall we? It's kind of short and it has the same legal mumbo jumbo that you'd see in any company's terms and conditions. It has the typical MLM line that basically says you get out of it what you put into it.
Time requirements. The independent Highlander is not required to work any specific hours, days, or schedules. The independent Highlander understands that compensation for work is based on productivity and assumes responsibility for working the amount of time necessary to achieve individual income goals.
I always like to talk about this line because it just simply is not true, and we hear it all the time with MLMs. Oftentimes with these companies, it's just based on luck. I know I did a deep dive on one MLM once whose compensation plan literally said that luck is involved in your success, and I don't remember which MLM it was. I want to say maybe My Daily Choice, but I could be wrong. Maybe Isagenix. It also can depend on what kind of established social network you have prior to joining the company, but we hear stories all the time of people quitting their jobs to work their MLM full time, like 40 hours a week or more, and they still get nothing out of it but a bunch of debt and ruined relationships and wasted time. Sometimes the people at the top barely had to work to even get there. Sometimes the dedication someone puts in does affect how much they get out of it, but that's not always the case. There is a compensation section of these terms and conditions, so let's go through that.
Compensation. The organization shall pay to the independent Highlander for services, commission based on level achieved according to rank achieved. Bonus is according to compensation plan.
The problem I have with this is that these so-called levels and ranks are not specified to the public. So you're basically signing on to this company without knowing how achievable the compensation plan truly is. They're not the only MLM to hide this information though. It's just always sketchy when they do. Thankfully, I was able to swindle the compensation plan from that lady so that we were able to look at it. But otherwise, like if you don't know to ask for it, then how would you get that information? You wouldn't. You would just be blindly signing up for a company.
Sales commissions are paid weekly, and team bonuses are paid by the 5th of each month for transactions completed the previous month, with a minimum payment threshold of $5. Earnings less than $5 will be retained within the representative's account until the minimum threshold is reached. At that point, the earnings will be issued on the next payment cycle.
This minimum payment threshold isn't unusual. I think I've heard people say that Paparazzi has one that's like, I want to say $20. $5 is obviously a pretty minuscule amount. I don't think anyone would be upset if they didn't get their $5 commission, you know? But I don't necessarily see anything wrong with this in MLM terms, especially since they don't reset your account monthly. So you'll receive the payout once you reach the minimum, whether it takes you a month or a year.
Kanaka founder bonuses are subject to chargebacks should the personally sponsored representative terminate their agreement with the organization or have their agreement terminated by the organization within the first 30 days of their contract.
This is basically the only referral that I can find to what the founder perks actually are. It sounds like if you enroll someone into your downline, then you'll be compensated for it. That's extremely pyramid scheming. The FTC says that if you make more money recruiting people than you do selling the actual product, that is a key characteristic of being a pyramid scheme. However, I don't have access to the information that would tell us how that compensation structure holds up. What I had did not like exclusively say when you sign someone up, you will get this amount of money. If they're anything like other MLMs, they'll just get a cut off of whatever starter kit they buy. But then again, there's people who are signing up for free. So what kind of compensation is there? Is there a bonus? Who knows? They also have a provision that says the Islander can't hold Paradise Paintings responsible for any claims that arise while they're involved with the company. This sounds sketchy, but it's probably in a lot of other companies' terms and conditions as well. In the relationship between parties section, it says,
the independent Highlander shall not be considered as having an employee status or as being entitled to participate in any plans, arrangements, or distributions by the organization pertaining to or in connection with any insurance, pension, stock, bonus, profit sharing, or similar benefits for their regular employees.
This all probably seems obvious to most of us watching this here because we have knowledge of MLMs. But to those who are less educated about the way that these companies work, don't seem to grasp the idea that they are not an employee. If you are an MLM distributor, you are an independent contractor at best. So you can't go into this business distributor relationship thinking you're gonna get any kind of benefits, you know? No health insurance, no vacation time, none of that shit. They have a non-compete clause that says you're not allowed to be involved with another company that also exclusively sells diamond paintings. If there is another MLM out there that already sells diamond paintings exclusively, let me know because this shit is news to me. The section about vendor confidentiality is really interesting.
Vendor confidentiality. Paradise Painting's business relationship with its vendors, manufacturers and suppliers is confidential. An Islander shall not contact, directly or indirectly, or speak to or communicate with any representative of any supplier or manufacturer of Paradise Paintings except at a Paradise Paintings sponsored event at which the representative is present at the request of Paradise Paintings.
I don't know if this kind of clause is common in terms and conditions, but it just sounds sketchy to me, and I'll tell you why. Thanks to the ladies who are helping me research this, I found that Paradise Paintings claims that everything is made in the US, but Stacy has been screenshotted saying otherwise, or at least not making me feel confident in that statement at all. Of course, if she's straight up lying about where she's sourcing her products from, it makes sense to put a clause like that in your terms and conditions, so like people can't come poking around. You're not even allowed to think about speaking to a representative of whatever company she's getting her shit from. She wants to keep it under wraps. Who's manufacturing them, where they're coming from, who's supplying them, all that shit. Diamond paintings, like in general, just aren't made in the US. They're always made in China. This screenshot shows Stacy admitting the products probably came from China. Other screenshots seem to suggest that she's slithering through loopholes, saying the kits are made in the US, meaning she's ordering them from China and then assembling them in the US. This screenshot says they're shipped in the US, but their manufacturers get their materials from China, so she can't legally say that they're made in the US, even though she does multiple times. She says it a lot. That's all that's notable in the terms and conditions, and that's pretty much all I have on this company. I will stay on top of this and report back if there are any new updates. Given the history of Stacy's companies, I'm getting the idea that she's probably going to just abandon it like she did Mystique Body, her wonderful temporary tattoo MLM idea. But things really do seem to be sketchy. Maybe even illegal. Spreading the word about these businesses is the best way to get justice for the victims who lost money to them. So that is why I made this video in the first place. But hey, with that guys, let's thank my patrons. Okay, now that it's past the first of the month as well, hopefully all the names I'm about to read are correct. Hopefully Patreon has readjusted itself from the crap that was going on last month. But anyway, please let me know if you don't hear your name if you're supposed to. The biggest thank you in the world goes to Amanda McMahon, Corey Allison, Irene Nordeed, MK, Michelle Matthews, Unknown System Error, Katrina Rosemarick, Diane McIntyre, Elizabeth Wyatt, Karina Winman, Maria Burchett, Molly Wasilewski, Real Fly Realize, Whitney Gregory, Ashley Nichols, Oren, Bobby, Boris Geller, Brianna Coulter, Clark Grace, Daniel Urena, Desiree Lopez, E. Higgins, JP Eugenio Schaefer, Jackie Waple, Jenny Ruby, Justin Kelsey, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Kimberly Taylor, Maddie Darley, Molly Bresson, Rachel McHenry, Savannah Kokoskis, Tuesday the 13th, Vandus Closet, and Whitney James, and to the rest of my fabulous patrons, thank you so much for everything that you do. Even if you're not a patron, thank you for being here, thank you for being you. Don't forget to check out that, I'm sorry, what was it? Changing Seasons Scrubs. That shop and the 10% off coupon code is listed down below, as well as Rissa's Small Business of Jewelry. That's linked down below as well. Thank you for helping me, Rissa, and to the rest of the girls in that chat. And with that being said, keep making waves, babes, and I will smell ya later. Mommy Tsunami out.